So, internet, I just got a job offer from this company that is doing generic forms of drugs, of anti tumor drugs. I didn't even apply. They were impressed by my work on the great photocopier and they offered me a job. They said that I don't need to give them an answer right away. Okay, so side note because this is just cool. They're making a generic form of this drug called 5-fluorouracil. Now, cancer happens when cells freak out and start dividing really rapidly, and this makes a tumor. And in order for cells to divide really rapidly, you have DNA dividing really rapidly. Imagine that DNA replication is the most frantic game of Jenga ever, but not like the pulling out part, the part where you're like stacking. Say you run out of Jenga pieces and you're like, hey, look, there's a shortbread cookie that looks kind of like a Jenga piece, so you sub that in, but I mean, it's not actually a Jenga piece, so the whole thing just comes crumbling down. Crumbling because it's a cookie. I'm hilarious. So basically, you trick the cancerous cell into incorporating this thing that actually causes replication to grind to a halt. Ha! Stupid cancer. I always liked 5-fluorouracil because it's abbreviated 5FU, and I just thought it would be hilarious as an insult to just go up to someone you don't like and be like, hey, 5-fluorouracil, and then just walk away, and they'd be like, what? And then they'd feel stupid. So anyway, I got this job offer from this company that's making a generic form of this drug, and this could mean that potentially a lot more cancer patients could reasonably afford this treatment. That could save a lot of lives. I always wanted to work with a company on anti-tumor drugs. Let's be honest here. This drug is more important than the fanciest, most effective Viagra. Should I leave Aragon for this new company? Obviously, I can't talk to Claudia and Donna about it. They're my friends and they'd want me to stay at Aragon. I actually even brought this up to Bradley. Late yesterday night, we were both working late, and so no one else was in the office, so I brought this up. Am I really so bad that you have to leave the company just to avoid me? Please, you must think yourself very important to think that your mere presence could drive me to such drastic measures. Mustache, meh. Why do you hate me so? In college, you always talked about how you wanted to work for a company that found the cure to cancer. Okay, first off, there will never be one single cure for all of cancer, and that kind of rhetoric is just simplistic and misleading. Whatever, the point is, unless you've changed significantly since then, I don't see why you haven't sunk your claws into this new company yet. Yeah, but it's more than just the work, you know? It's the people. Claudia and Donna are my best friends, and they're depending on me right now. They're not depending on you alone. Remember that Aragon now has brought on my team. You could leave Aragon, and as long as I'm here, Aragon would not suffer for it. Sure, Bradley. Sure. Though wouldn't you miss going into battle with me? Fighting in the trenches and all that? The very literal trenches of paperwork? No. I don't know. If Bradley thinks it's a good idea, I instinctively feel that I should do the opposite. But it really is a great opportunity. But I also don't want to abandon Claudia and Donna. At least, not until the Messina team is out of the way and we have a clear path forward, and then I can prepare Claudia to take over for me. Then maybe. Maybe?